It's the hip-hop gamer show. What it is, hip-hop gamer show.
Hi, my name is Omar Shakir. I am the content producer on Just Cause 3. Where's Hip Hop Gamer?
Yo! What's up, baby?
Yeah, yo, I got my man Omar. First off, the reason why I had to do that, because we both from a special place, you know what I'm saying? That B, that R, that double OK. On the count of three, we're going to say Brooklyn together right now. 1, 2, 3. Brooklyn! Is Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. What? Square Enix be doing it big right now. First off, why are you so great? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything that you guys is working on, like, this is just amazing. Like, tell us some of the highlights of the products that you're working on right now.
Well, I can tell you about one, which is Just Cause 3. Oh, which I heard about you at the conference, man.
Dude,
they were telling me like you were the guy in the front row that was crazy loud.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you why. See, when I saw Just Cause 3, one of the things that blew me away is like the wingsuit, like the way you was able to fly around, do so many things. But beyond that, I never seen destruction in an open world game done so incredible. Like, it's one of those situations where it makes you think different on how you want to play the game, how you want to take out your enemies and everything. Now, we've seen like explosions and stuff in other games, you know, first person, third person, whatever, but this one is like next level, next generation shit. I appreciate it. I think it's amazing. So let's talk about that. How did you guys like manage to get the destruction so far advanced than what we ever seen before?
Man, it's so many things working together, right? So first thing is you're on a new generation of consoles, which means you got more memory, you can do a lot more. There's some things that players want to be able to do in Just Cause 2 that we had to stay away from just because, I don't know, game would run with that kind of destruction.
Real talk.
So we integrated new technology, Havoc destruction. You know, did you see the bridge get this?
Yes.
Did you see the bridge destruction? So that's all Havoc. That's completely physicalized, right? You blow it up on the left side, it goes down on the left and works its way to the right. You blow up in the middle, it crumbles down in the middle. Like, that was important to us because we know players, you know, it's funny you mentioned other games. A lot of games, like, you play the game, right, and then you hit save, and then you kind of mess around for a little bit. You just sort of fuck around for a little bit just because, you know, right before you turn it off, you just want to fuck around for a little bit, but you don't want it to save because you don't want to change anything. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
In our game, that's you playing the game. You don't have to turn it off. Like, you start by just fucking around, blowing shit up, tethering, and that's you playing the game. We're getting waved down.
What's up?
Now I was saying Just Cause looks like Robert Rodriguez film with Michael Bay explosions.
Michael Bay explosions, classic. That's a classic line right there. Now another thing about Just Cause 3, and this is something that I'm really proud of you guys, and the reason why is because Just Cause was one of those games that a lot of people, from what I see in the community, a lot of people received it, like they received it good, but then there was a lot of people that wasn't sure how far it was going to go. Now we at part 3. So what's your goal for Just Cause 3 in the overall franchise, the story, everything that makes it great? What's your goal now?
We want to bring those players back in. The ones that we lost, we want to bring them in. And I'll tell you, it really starts with our design team. The first thing they did is they looked at what worked and they made it a little bit better. They looked at what didn't work, they made that a lot better. They improved on it. One of the things about the I don't know if you you remember the parachute running around in parachute, shooting from parachute. It felt cool. It was kind of hard to aim, so we fixed it. Now in Just Cause 3, when you're in parachute, you feel like you're stable. Like if you want to take out a guy that's 100 yards below you, you can get the headshot from parachute. But when you change something like that, you lose the excitement of the parachute that you had in Just Cause 2. So we added the wingsuit. The wingsuit gives you the adrenaline, the speed that you're looking for that you had in the parachute. Now you have that with the wingsuit. So you know, we examined all these things and we were like, all right, let's keep that, let's change that, let's add this, and that's where we ended up. I mean, destruction, like you said, a big thing. I mean, we went completely dynamic. Like, everything you destroy will not destroy the same way twice. It will not destroy the same twice.
Now, I'm so glad you said that, because that just makes it that much more natural and much more realistic, and it makes you savor the moment that much more. Now, let me ask you this, right? When it comes down, when you have a big world like this to play in, multiplayer comes up. You know what I'm saying? You think about multiplayer. Like, what are your thoughts on multiplayer, Just Cause 3, and how will you be able to maximize that level playing field in that world with all those players with that destruction? To me, I think that right there will change everything. Real talk.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously the modding community, the guys that put together the multiplayer mod, they were a big part of the longevity of the tail end of Just Cause 2. A lot of players, I mean, they still play the multiplayer mod. I mean, so what we did, I mean, we love those guys. So the first thing we did when examining like what do we want to do with JC3 is we looked at things like the Superman mod where you're sort of flying around, and we're basically like, you know, we like that. Let's I think the wingsuit could work in that sense. Like, let's give that player. And then, you know, you remember the infinite grapple tethers where they had that one? Yeah, they gave you so many, and that just it changed everything that you did. So we have Rico has a mod system built into the game called, you know, they're called mods. They're like upgrades. So you can basically say, you know, I want more grapple tethers. You complete a challenge or you do something, and then you can unlock more dual tethers. We have unlimited planted explosives. You know, I mean, that's a game changer. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, players are always running around looking for C4 because they want to plant it. Now in Just Cause 3, you have unlimited C4. So it makes it a lot of fun. So as far as the multiplayer goes, on this go-round, you know, we focus on making the best possible single-player, epic sandbox experience. You know, the big over-the-top action game that you wanted. And we added something called asynchronous multiplayer, where basically if I do a challenge like a street race and I get a certain score, and then you're like a friend on my friends list and you do that same challenge and you get a better score, we'll actually see each other competing against each other on a leaderboard. And then we took it a step further, and we have a thing called ghosting, where I can actually see the route you took. I can see your vehicle in my game, a ghost of it, and I can be like, oh, that's how he got that score. Now I know how to beat him. So that's we added those things because we thought that would help that sort of that connectivity that we were looking for from the previous multiplayer mod.
God, when do you sleep? Like, you know what I'm saying? Seriously, like
what day is it?
You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Like what you're doing. Now I got a big question for you. Now Rico out there handling his business, right? Now, excuse me. Now, in my opinion, there's a lot of great characters in various different games, and sometimes we see collaborations. You know, if it was up to you with the game Just Cause 3 or Just Causes in the future, is there someone that you feel that could actually partner up with Rico and give it like a new look of Just Cause and add like a dynamic duo to it? So now it's not just one person in this whole world take care of everything. You got a partner. Like, this is Brooklyn right now, you know what I'm saying? You got like a real partner that could be by his side. I think if you had like an incredible female to play in that role, that would be insane. I'm telling you.
It's funny you say that because I think Lara Croft from Tomb Raider would be a badass like Rico counterpart. You know what I mean? Like, if those two were working together, I think that would be pretty kick-ass.
Well, this is Square.
Scaling mountains and all that, and she's jumping off things just like Rico. She's got that sense of adrenaline that I think Rico could definitely get into too. So I think they would make good partners.
Yeah, what would it take for something like that to happen? Considering,
man, that's out of my league. That's find somebody with a suit on here and ask them, because I don't know. We're just focusing on the Just Cause 3 and making it the best game. You know, with Rico as our main action hero.
Now, one of the things that I saw that I thought was great was how the grapple hook, you was able to wrap things around and bring them together, and then you was able to slingshot a person into the way you create things. So is there like a bonus system in terms of points and things like that, where like you could kind of like, let's say you rack up points that can buy you new things or something like that because of the way you kill them. Like let's go.
So we have two separate systems in place for that. We do have a system called feats and brags. So basically, you know how I talked about that asynchronous multiplayer component in our game? So if I do certain things in the game, like, you know, 4 headshots in a row, that'll pop up, I'll get scored, and then my friends will be able to see that and try to beat that score. So there's like that brag there, so you know, so you can compete against people. And then we have this thing called rebel drops. You know how you're asking for rewards for doing what you do? If you collect vehicles or weapons, Rico's able to actually just instantly throw a rebel beacon, right, and spawn those weapons in front of you. So if I collected like a prop plane or a jet, I can just take a beacon, throw it, and boom, a jet will spawn in front of me because I've collected it already. So we've got both those things in two different ways, because we know players just want to jump in there and do their thing. So and it was clear, so we did it.
All right, 2 more questions. You was talking about the mods and things that you added into the game because you saw the energy around the community, right? What I want to ask you is this: in terms of customization, is there a way where, or have you guys even thought about having a customization, whether it's customizing weapons, customizing levels, customizing any type of way you want to set things up? The reason why I say that, this game is like limitless in terms of what you can do and what you can destroy. So it'll be amazing if you could customize your own way of playing in this free feel world. I think that would be an X factor right now.
I mean, yeah. So like for me, nobody, when you jump into Just Cause 3, nobody tells you how to play the game. Yeah. We give you the tools and the tricks, and then it's up to the player. If you want to stay up in the parachute and tether things together and watch them explode from below without even firing a bullet, you can do that. If you want to wingsuit by something, and as you wingsuit by it, tether it together and then retract and then turn the camera around and watch this glorious explosion behind you, you can do that. If you just want to plant explosives on, like, I'll tell you something, there's this one funny thing that you can do.
Tell me, I want to know.
All right, so here we go. So when you tether somebody, like an enemy soldier, let's say you're being fired at with a machine gun and you're like, yo, this guy's lighting me up, I'm going to tether him to the ground. When you tether him to the ground, he tries to resist the tether, but he stops firing. You can run up to him, take out C4, plant it on him while he's struggling, right? And then walk away and detonate the planted explosives.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like something like that.
How you want to play all the time.
Yo, you guys should have a replay button. Like you guys should have like a replay thing where, like, don't worry about it, it's all good. This is about Game of Show, that's what happens. It's alright. It'd be dope if you had like a replay button, so all the special kills you get, you can like save them and put them out. Now we all know PS4 got the share button. That's cool. But it'd be cool if you had some sort of unique thing in the game that allow you to do that.
We talked about it, we thought about it, but you know, right now we still got work on Just Cause 3. When we get down to, you know, polishing up the game and wrapping it up, then I think we'll start thinking about things like what you're talking about. Yeah.
For the last question, Just Cause 3. Will Just Cause 3 be the last Just Cause, or do we got more Just Cause to look forward to? You guys are making money, man. You're making money, so don't lie. Let's go, man. Come on.
I'll tell you what I know. I can work on Just Cause forever. Personally, you asked me to make Just Cause games for the rest of my life, I'm good.
I love your passion. You know what, real talk, on that note, we're going to say Brooklyn again, but I just want to say I love your passion on that. You got one question? All right.
If you had the chance for our main character to be in a cameo in any movie, what would it be?
If Rico could be in a movie, what would it be? Crazy. I like that question. Hell yeah.
Like,
even if it's just a cameo. Even if it's just a cameo.
Walks into a bar, puts down a drink, and then he like walks out. Oh man, this is. I'd want to see him in like an Expendables movie, because it would be funny if he just outdoes everybody with, you know, with what he can do. That would be funny to me.
Rico, Expendables, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all that stuff. That'd be crazy.
Belongs with that crap.
That's what I'm talking about. On a count of 3, I want to say Just Cause 3, Square Enix. All right, 1, 2, 3. Just Cause 3, Square Enix. What's up, baby? Hip Hop Gamer, Hot 97, GameStop, BET. We out of here. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby.